Hey everyone, it's Aaron with Imperfect Impulses. I just woke up. It's Saturday morning at 7-ish, somewhere in there. So, yeah, my voice sounds a little bit deeper and probably a little bit creepier on camera. So, probably should have done this in October, but at any rate, I'm going to try to start working on the D page for you. The E page is already gessoed with clear gesso, if you can hear the difference. That's got some tooth to it, which is what gesso does. Because it's a primer, this doesn't. And I don't plan on gessoing it. This is mixed media paper. So there should really not be a huge need for gesso. But yeah, I'm not going to gesso this page. But I am going to play with collage. So let's see how that goes. Alright, here we go. Hey guys, alright, so here is my stencil. My son's watching Little Red Riding Hood, if you can hear him. He's always with me. So, anyways, I'm going to start playing with some collage. I had a little chat with Sandra and told her I've never really been into the whole collage thing until she started doing it, so she's really my inspiration for doing this, because I know everyone who is a fan of collage likes Tisha Moore, and I've checked out some of Tisha Moore's stuff, and it just doesn't do it for me. But Sandra's stuff is really awesome. Sorry. Put this on, please? Sorry, just a moment. Okay, so how I store my collage elements are, I got these little folders essentially from the dollar store, and they're perfect. I have just like random images, obviously a whole one relating to you know who. I have a whole section of women and then a whole binder full of men as well. So I'm going to start pulling stuff out, seeing what works and what doesn't, and hopefully this kind of comes out funky and cool and colorful. Obviously I used Dylusions, so I wanted lots of color, so let's start playing. Okay guys, so right now I'm just trying to piece all this stuff together. This is honestly my first attempt at real collage, and I love this girl, but I think she needs different eyes, because it's kind of cheating to use the whole thing. So I'm going to start cutting and try some more placement.
Okay.
And my son's going to talk to YouTube. And we'll go from here. So let's see how this ends up. Okay, I took a break, went and cleaned the house, walked away from it. So what I've realized so far about collage is that I hate stuff until I walk away from it and then come back and look at it and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. So, yeah, I found this. This was from a Listerine commercial, or advertisement in a magazine. And it was the Listerine coming out, and I thought that'd be pretty cool to kind of create like a little halo type thing behind her head, because I like the flowers, but it's really not my style. That's Sandra's style, which I love, and it's just not me. I'm not a typical flowers kind of crafter. So yeah, I'm going somewhere from here. Where, I'm not sure, but the collage is pretty much covering up everything underneath, but hey, that's okay, I guess. Or not, maybe. I'm very indecisive, if you've come to realize that from me. Yeah. I can't make a decision for the life of me. So I like that, but maybe not so much. Even though I walked away and I came back and I still liked it, I think it's still too much. Now I'm going back to the flowers. Okay, I'm shutting up now. So, yeah. Okay, so, yeah. I have to be honest, I just don't want to mess with it. I just want to leave it like that, do maybe a little bit of doodling, and call it a day. So, I think what I'm going to do is use an old credit card, casino card, because we're in Vegas, baby. Alright, and some Mod Podge. Ooh, I'm going to use Mod Podge matte. Hopefully not as much as I did while making the C page of my art journal, because most of it came out and I had to put it all back in, so that's not awesome. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to push the journal out of the way, and this is kind of my preferred method for using Mod Podge. I find that, especially when using thin paper such as like magazine elements, a very thin layer scraped on with a credit card tends to do the job the best. And I know a lot of times you'll watch people on YouTube and they use Mod Podge here, Mod Podge on the back of the element, and then Mod Podge yet again on top of the element. I am not going to do that. I am going to do it here a little bit because you want the two to be tacky so it'll stick together. But I'm not going to use it on top because I've noticed that is usually what causes a lot of wrinkles, especially, like I said, with thinner elements like magazine items. And it also, okay, sorry, I'm trying to work and talk at the same time. You can't chew gum and talk at the same time. Well, I can, but it sounds awful like a cow. So don't do that. What I've noticed is it also, it just gives the paper a different look when you use Mod Podge over the top, and I don't like it. So, yeah. So I'm just going to kind of squeegee this down with a different credit card, because this one's not wet. Looks like some of the Dylusions are staining that sleeve right there. Oh well, that is what it is. So one other thing that I can talk to you about while I'm sitting here, kind of one of my observations. When I was playing around with the eyes, one thing I noticed was that by turning the eye of the person who is not her upside down, this eye right here, it made her look kind of crazy or excited because the white was oriented at the top versus at the bottom, which it's more normal for white to be showing at the bottom than the top. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool, that just by flipping an eye upside down you can give a completely different expression. So a little helpful tip that I discovered just today. So let's see how we're doing. I think that's about good. Okay, I think it's time to trim and then dry and then do some doodling. So let's give this a little trim, like a haircut. Do you ever say things and then know that was a really stupid thing to say? Like when I said I'm going to give this a trim, like a haircut. That was a really stupid thing to say. But there's no taking it back. It's out there now. Maybe I'll edit it. Or maybe not. I don't know. Like I said, indecisive. So, hips for yet another thing. It's got Mod Podge on the back, but that's okay. Okay, let's make sure we're in frame here. I'm going to the store today to get a new webcam, because right now I use our family camera, and it has a obviously video recording feature on it, and it's a Sony CyberShot. It's great, I love it, but it takes really good video, but yeah, the battery's always dead, so I never take family pictures. So I'm gonna go get a new webcam, so hopefully I can do my videos and not have to worry about battery dying and all that jazz. So, alright, shutting up now, and I'm going to do some doodling. I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm back. If you'll notice, there's a different camera angle. I went out and got a new HD webcam, so hopefully everything will go well and I can splice the two videos together, and it'll be a lot simpler, and I can actually start using my other camera for, you know, stuff like my child and, you know, little things like that. So, alright, I am going to get back to just doing some doodling and fast forward this and post. So here we go. Alright guys, I think this page is done. I just really wanted to play with collage, and obviously I didn't go anywhere near to the
lengths that Sandra does with her fabulous collage. But at least I worked in a piece of my girl. I'm trying to work the whole video without saying her name, so you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, because there she is right there. That's her. So I got that piece on. I really wanted. I loved this girl with the feathers, the two different color eyes. The reason I wanted two different color eyes, FYI, because I actually had two different colored eyes on there, and then when I went to color them in, I could have, because I used the opaque sticks, I could have made the eyes the same color because they are opaque. However, I wanted two different colors because I love Jane Seymour. I don't know why. I just think she's absolutely stunning, beautiful woman. Somewhere in Time is one of my favorite movies ever. So I wanted to kind of pay homage a little bit to Jane Seymour in this page. So that's why I went with two different colored eyes, since I already had two colored eyes. So anyways, a little bit of glossy accents in the eyes, lips, and on the ring. I was actually going to put a gemstone. I have a bunch of really cheap gemstones I bought at a trade show a while back, and I was going to, but I really didn't want to have to work around the gemstone, because as soon as I turn the page, there's going to be something in the way. So it's going to really limit what I do on future pages without having to flip the book open and move it all around. And so yeah, that's my new page. Let's see if I can get a better zoom. And it says, "Dream in art. Sleep often eludes me, but at least I am up at night thinking about making art." That's usually what keeps me up at night, is just thinking about being in my craft room, what I could do, what my next project is, what I'm going to do next to my art journal. So this phrase actually didn't come to me until I started writing that. I wrote Dream, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I was going to write something else, and apparently Dream came out, so it was a little bit of a free writing there. So I hope you like this page. I had a lot of fun doing it. Collage is so not my normal style, but I had a lot of fun doing it. I've got a lot more pieces. I'm going to start collecting more pieces so I can do more collage. It's a lot of fun. So again, big props to Sandra for her amazing collage work and her inspiration of this page. Again, I'm going to link to her channel because she is the reason that this page is here. So I hope you like it. Like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure you check out my blog for more information. I am going to let this glossy accents dry and get a picture, and yeah, that's it. So if you notice two different cameras, again, it's because I have a new camera up there, and that's why I'm also not as tight in on my book. It doesn't zoom in as much as the other one does, but I figured that's okay because this is full HD and my battery won't die, so as long as the laptop is good to go, we're good to go. So thanks for joining me, and I will see you for E. All right, bye.